Yeah, I had to come in really early. Christian lost a contact, and then right after that, when I really got into the flow, we just had to match their intensity. We know they're a hard playing, scrappy team, and that's what we had to come in and do and match that today, and I think we did.
Can you guys just talk about the defense? I mean, they took a very brief lead there at the start of the second half, and then all of a sudden, I think it was like 44-27 run. You guys went on to close it. What happened? How'd you guys get it cranked up?
Well, we got a lot of deflections. We had the most deflections. We had 74. It's a stat we keep, and I don't even think coaches ever had that. So we had 4 guys in double figures deflections, and that's a big part of our defensive scheme. But give a lot of credit to the coaches. They prepared us really well to know their sets, to be able to sniff out the plays and be able to read them. And I think that really helped us out. Just get out on the shooters. Like Will said, they're a great team, scrappy. They have a lot of sets. But I think that we just turned it up, and we knew rebounding and defense was going to get us the win. That's what happened.
Jordy, the intensity of this game, did you feel it right from the start? It seemed like it was pretty physical out there.
Oh, definitely. We knew they were going to play physical. It's an in-state rivalry game, It's always going to be like that. And right from the get-go, it was. Christian lost contact. People got hit in the face. I think Cody got hit in the nose a couple of times, and I'm sure it happened with them as well. It's just a physical game, but that's basketball. And it was a lot of fun. We got tougher within the game. We learned a lot of things that we can get better at, and we did a lot of things well as well.
Jordan, you said in-state rivalry game, it was a little more physical. Did you guys come into this game with any different mindset than you come into the other games, or did you just look at it as another game on the schedule?
Well, we prepared like any other game, but like I said, they are an in-state team, and that's a big thing. You want to try and claim the state however way you can. But they're a great team, and they're very physical, like I said, and we just game planned really well, and give a lot of credit to the coaches for that.
Cody, how does playing against a defensive-oriented team like that has so much intensity push you guys even further?
It definitely helps us playing against a good defensive team like tonight. They play hard, they're scrappy, and that's just going to help us throughout the season.
Will,
more of a question
can you
for
talk about
Will.
I was going to say, Will, can you talk about what it's like to come off the bench and be the most valuable player in the tournament?
Coach wants me. All the coaches really want me to come in and just provide that energy off the bench. So that's something that I try to bring to every game, not just our rivalry games and whatnot. But it means a lot. I take pride in a lot of things coming off the bench, and I like that role. And a coach trusts me to play a certain amount of minutes, and I'm thankful for it.
How many shots would you say you've averaged a day since last season?
A significant amount more than last season.
Practice, how many do you take a day to practice?
I mean, it depends. During practice, our whole team shoots a lot, but I'd say, I don't know, at least a couple hundred. We have we have great managers and people who can rebound for us all the time. So it's a good situation.
This is more of a question for you two, Will and Jordy. How big is it to have a close game like this against Butler, a team that excels in those close games, being able to pull that out in an area you've struggled with in the past?
Yeah, definitely. Being able to close out that last 4 minutes with an 8-point lead, 12-point lead, whatever the case may be. Like you said, we weren't able to do that the past couple of years. So play a great team like Butler, good defensive team who has been in lots of close games, lots of big games, obviously. It was good for us to come out with a win like that. And it just made us better for things to come.
Will, Jordy talked a lot about this physical nature of this one. It seemed like you tried to take advantage of that a lot and get yourself to the line and transition and stuff like that. What did you see that showed you maybe you could find guys out of position, I guess, and playing a little bit? Just what did you try to do just to get yourself to the line?
Yeah, I mean they're very aggressive on ball screens, as you saw. Every time someone came off the screen, they showed the big really long. So that on the weak side of the floor, there's a lot of open things. So. We had great guards tonight. Jordan and Riddell would come off screens and then just look the opposite way, and I'd be standing there open on the weak side. But also in transition, they brought a lot of guys to the board. As you can see, they've had I don't even know how many offensive rebounds. So when they all go to the boards, there's a lot of leak outs and dunks and whatnot. So it's a weird thing.
So many questions help you guys to kind of be in a little bit of a street fight.
We knew coming in it was going to be a street fight. They definitely attacked the boards hard. They're a scrappy team, and that was one of the keys of the game is we had to match their intensity, and that shows with the deflections, the offensive rebounds, the little hustle plays, the 50-50 balls. I think we did well tonight of matching their hustle plays.
Cody, was this the hardest it's been for you just to get any room, to work in the post? Basically, did Smith give you, I guess, the best competition you've had down there?
Yeah, I mean they're a good team, defensive team, and I just try to stay active and stay active and try to make plays for these guys, set screens, stay active, and it's just glad we came out with the win.
With so many questions on defense coming into the season, what does it mean to you guys to win a game like this that was scrappy and defensive and kind of showed that you guys can pull away because of your defense?
Yeah, that's what we want to. That's our main thing. The defense is going to make us win. That's what going to lead us to championships like we got tonight. The deflections, the rebounds, the hustle plays like Cody was talking about, charges, those kind of things. We got to take that to heart because that can lead to our offense, whether it's on the break, just setting up different things, getting people to the line like Will. If we see something, we can get there, and we're a good free throw shooting team, so we just like to utilize our defense and get our offense going that way.
Jordan, it seemed like Tom Pritchard came in and gave you guys a little bit of a spark defensively. His role has changed a little bit this year. Let's talk about what kind of you saw out of him tonight and how he helped you guys defensively.
He did a great job of bringing energy off the bench, is what we need out of everybody who comes off the bench. We need all 10 guys to win. 12, I don't know how many guys we have, 16, whatever. But Tom, he gave that spark, and he had a huge steal, I thought, that really turned the game around. They had a cross screen, he stepped in front of it, got a deflection there. I was able to pick it up, we got a fast break going. I really think that turned the game around, and Tom, he's taking it to heart what his role is on this team, just come in, give great minutes, and that's what he did tonight.
Tom really never gets enough credit. I know from personal experience, Tom really works hard on the defensive end, and he does try to come in and make things happen. So, he really doesn't get enough credit at all.
Hey guys, question for all three of you. What has this team learned about itself in these first 6 games?
That we have played really well together so far, but we also have lots of room to improve. When we play great teams like Butler, defensive teams like that, we see what we're capable of, but also there's room to improve, and that's really exciting for us.
Jordy, just how important was, I guess, the spark you guys got from Will tonight, especially the scoring when you guys were having a tough time getting the ball in the bucket?
Yeah, Will, like he said, he's an energy guy coming off the bench. He could start for us. We have a lot of guys who could start. But Will, it's good that he doesn't care. Come in, give great minutes, not how you start, it's how you finish. And Will does a great job of that, offensively, defensively. He did a great job on Hopkins and coming in and not letting him get an open look, that kind of thing. And the team defensive mindset was pretty good as well. But like I said, Will comes in, he can score 20, and he's a microwave.
How did you guys adjust to Hopkins, Will, and for both of you guys, how did you guys adjust to Hopkins after he had as good a start as he had? What did you guys do differently or better in the second half?
Well, we were giving him too much room on the perimeter where he could, get the jab step or whatnot and take 2 dribbles and give a full jump shot. So, our bigs did a good job of making sure that a lot of times we switch, from Cody, Tom, Derek. That means a lot that our bigs can switch onto a 2-guard like that. So we did a lot more switching in the second half than we did in the first half. And also we didn't give enough, we didn't really back off that much. We tightened up our defense on the perimeter.
What was the message at halftime? It seemed like you guys left a lot of points out there in the first half.
That was the message really, is that we had to finish. We had to come in the locker room and have a positive mindset that those easy buckets that we missed. I remember Christian had 2 or 3 layups that he normally makes, a dunk attempt and whatnot. So we just had to realize that, those are plays that we can finish in the second half, and I think we did.
Cody, you talk about your matchup with Smith, who's 1-7 shooting. Were you trying to force him outside? I believe he shot 5 threes, something that he doesn't normally do.
I just tried not to get ducked in. The coaching staff did a great job of getting us prepared for this game. We knew a lot of the stuff they wanted, but it was a team effort tonight. And like I said, we had a lot of deep deflections. It was just a great team effort.
Okay. Anything else for the guys? We need to go get coach.
Hey, Jordy, just one for Victor's defense through 6 games. Your thoughts?
Outstanding. Victor, he can be the energy source as well. Once he gets going, he gets going. There's some lulls we had in the first half, but he was more confident in the locker room at halftime than anybody else. He was ready to make some stops, and that's what we need out of Victor. He's a defensive guy, but his offense is also picking up, so that's huge, and he's a key player of this team.
Yeah, Victor always puts defense first, and you can tell.